If you're a brand new newbie pet influencer, newbie content creator out there, you want to know what is the best platform to actually invest a lot of your time into so it'll be worth your time investment. In this video, I'm specifically going to deep dive into the 3 main social media platforms, tell you the pros and the cons as to why I may or may not recommend one over another as your first or your main central hub platform. But since I am going to be talking to so many of you who are newbie creators, I highly recommend that you go down to the description real quick, get your free ebook and get your free mini course, because I'm going to really teach you the basics and the foundations of pet influencing. So go grab that and then come back to the video. So here's the deal. When it comes to the social media platforms, the 3 we're talking about are our main 3: TikTok, Instagram, and YouTube. And I personally am on all 3. I'm on more than just those 3, but those are definitely our main 3 platforms. So in this video, as I mentioned, I do want to dive through the pros and cons of each of the 3 platforms and why I would recommend one over another as a pet influencer. But let's go ahead and actually dive straight into the big one, TikTok. So again, let's backtrack just a little bit because we barely have started, but you are wanting to create content for your pet, okay? And we want to have a central hub, a central platform where you really spend most of your time on and engaging with your community. Because trust me, I've been in this for quite a while, and I've talked to many content creators over the past few years, and it is extremely time consuming to become really active on all 3 social platforms. Like we're talking, TikTok, YouTube, Instagram, for you to be really engaged and comment back on everyone's comments, respond to direct messages, and to be posting all the time. Like it is exhausting. If you have a full-time job, which I'm assuming the vast majority of you do, it is exhausting. So don't expect that every single platform, every single social media platform is going to be like your main platform. So we're talking your main platform here. Like where do you get started and where do you invest your time at the beginning? Okay. So we're talking about TikTok. Why would you start on TikTok compared to the other platforms? Or why would you invest more effort into learning the algorithms on TikTok, learning how your analytics work, learning the platform? Why would you spend more time on TikTok compared to the others? Well, I don't recommend it for everyone, but I recommend it for some people. And here's why. So if you're someone who absolutely needs to have some return on your time investment. Because as a content creator, trust me, you put in a ton of time investment for potentially very little return financially, unless you, again, we talk about monetization on this channel. That's not the point of this video. But when it comes to that return on investment, TikTok definitely ranks the best. And that's because you can go viral really fast and really easily. YouTube, extremely hard to go viral right at the beginning. They have their algorithms figured out. YouTube is figured out. They've been around the longest. They know what they're doing. And they're not going to allow you to just go viral all of a sudden without being a trusted creator. So we'll talk about that. But Instagram, yeah, you can have a video here or there go viral. But on TikTok, they want your videos to go viral because that's what reels you in. Another thing to think about TikTok as why it may be your central hub as a brand new creator is because it actually is a great place to do brand deals, and you can get a lot of followers faster on TikTok potentially and be able to do brand deals sooner. They also provide a ton more ways for you to make money. I mean, there are a lot of ways that they try to get you, not really try to get you to make money, but like ways that opportunities for them to provide to you to make money. It's a lot. But what I like about TikTok is all you need is to hit like a 10,000 follower threshold, which nowadays 10,000 followers is actually a really small creator. And so that's really rewarding for people to be like, oh my gosh, I'm already making money. This is amazing. Anyway, if you need some sort of return on your time investment, TikTok is probably the way to go. Second, we need to talk about Instagram. What are the reasons why Instagram may be your central hub? Well, let's be honest. The thing about Instagram is that is pretty much the central hub for pet influencers. Honestly, pet influencing has been around since like 2014 or even before. I mean, I remember like pet influencers on Instagram, that's just kind of where you need to be. But the thing is, we're going to go into some cons as to why I highly recommend maybe not having Instagram as your main central platform if you are really looking to replace your income fast. But another thing to think about, if you do build a really strong social presence on Instagram, brand deals are aplenty. Trust me, once you even get past 50 or 75,000 followers on Instagram, the brand deals come to you. And so it is something to think about that more longer term, it may be definitely worth it if you want to be making bigger money. But again, short term, we'll talk about why it just may not be worth it. And then on YouTube, I do personally love YouTube. YouTube has been around the longest. They are the most trustworthy platform. They are owned by Google, so you do have a really good opportunity to be able to tie in search engine optimization or SEO into your content, which is really cool. But the thing with YouTube is they have a trusted way to earn passive income. Unlike the other platforms, TikTok has played around with their passive income opportunities. It is inconsistent and it's kind of hard to predict. But through the revenue sharing, ad revenue sharing, the YouTube Partner Program, you can literally make money off of every single video that you post. And that is very rewarding for a lot of pet influencers that I've talked to because of the fact that it makes it so that you can make a video, post it on Instagram and TikTok, post it on YouTube, but actually finally make money off of YouTube from it. So it just gives you a little bit of that return on investment. So I love YouTube personally, again, for the reasons that they're trustworthy, SEO optimization, like people can actually like Google you if you're on YouTube better. So there are some reasons YouTube may be your platform, but really the big kickers here are the cons when it comes to these three social platforms. So when it comes to why you may be on TikTok, yeah, you probably just need a little bit of a return on investment to stay motivated. That's okay. We all need accountability and we all need some fire under our butt. Instagram, that just may be your place to be because that's where the pet influencers are. And then maybe with YouTube, you're thinking long-term business growth and you want to be able to actually make some solid predictable income. Why would you not spend time on one of these three platforms? Let's talk about TikTok first. TikTok, I have had a love-hate relationship with TikTok for, it's been years now that I've been on TikTok, but TikTok is volatile. And you've heard me talk about this in a lot of my recent videos the past 6 months. TikTok is volatile. We don't know the future of TikTok. We don't know the future owner of TikTok. We don't know the future algorithms of TikTok. We don't know. And so if you put in all of your time and effort, because you know you're going to make a little bit of money, if you put in all your time and effort and 6 months from now it's not here, you have to restart. You literally will have to restart because the conversion rate. So if you're trying to convert your followers from TikTok over to an Instagram account, over to a YouTube, it is exceptionally hard. It is legitimately hard to get people on TikTok to go and find you and look you up, follow you on the other social platforms. So it's really important to keep in mind. I always advocate that you think about your pet influencing, your content creating, your social platform as a business. What a risk is it for you to take, for you to put your future business on TikTok? It's just a risk that you're going to have to take if that is going to be your main platform. So keep that in mind. Next, let's talk about Instagram. So we talked about the pros of Instagram. That is the place where everyone is. Oh, that's where all the pet influencers are. But there just really aren't ways to make good money. There are ways to make money. There aren't ways to make good money. You can make money from ads on your reels. You can make money from subscriptions. You can make money on your social profile. It's cool and stuff, but it's so minimal. It's such a small amount of money that you actually make as a smaller creator. And so the thing is, if you have to realize if Instagram's going to be your main social platform, which I have nothing against at all, but if Instagram's going to be your main social platform as a pet influencer, you're going to have to potentially put in months on months of creating content consistently, always getting better, trying to work, potentially without any return on that investment financially. And that's where I see so much burnout from creators. I tell you not, as a coach for pet influencers, I have worked with many people who just after a few months give up because it's just hard to post over and over and not get anything out of it. Now, the thing is to think about long term, there's huge potential on Instagram because right now, that's where companies and brands are like doing brand deals. I mean, I literally am working with people who are making $3,000 for a video, and like that's a big deal on Instagram. But again, it just is something for you to consider, or just recognize the reality of how long it could potentially take for you to actually make money starting out. YouTube, again, is a really great option for pet influencers, but what's really hard is you don't really get brand deals. And that's frustrating because you're kind of taking one pro for another pro, or you could literally think of it as one con for another con, where you get the potential for the YouTube partner program money and you actually like make consistent money off of your videos, which is cool. But by not making money off as many brand deals, that's frustrating because you could potentially be missing out hundreds and thousands of dollars off of brand deals if you had the same amount of followers on Instagram. And so it is really hard to think about if you spend all your time on YouTube, then you may not get those brand deals. And brand deals are huge. You know, I talk about them so much on this channel, like brand deals, because you make so much money from them. And so again, that's just something to think about when it comes to YouTube. I wanted to really quickly dive into Facebook. And that's just because I do have a lot of people ask me about Facebook and if it's worth creating a page for your Facebook, or, you know, spending time into making a Facebook fan page and stuff for your pet. So let's quickly go into pros and cons. Facebook, number one, Meta has been around for a long time. They are trusted, kind of like I do trust Instagram, although Instagram literally is changing things all the time. And it does make it hard as a creator because there are changes all the time. But Facebook, like actual Facebook itself, because I know there's Meta and Meta owns Facebook and Instagram, but Facebook itself actually is really trying to build up a creator space. And so right now, if you look at the timestamp for this video, like they are really trying to do that. I am part of the Meta community where they really are trying. So it is up and coming, but brand deals aren't there. And monetization opportunities. So the cons here, monetization opportunities aren't really there either. There are ways for you to make money on your reels, but it's just not enough for you to be like, oh my gosh, I am putting all my effort and time into a Facebook page for my dog or cat, because I just wouldn't. For you to create a Facebook page, sure, you'll definitely probably need it in the future if you're going to grow your accounts. But for now, I would say don't make that your central hub. I am really curious about all of your guys' choices. So go down the comments and let's literally start a follow train. So whatever social platform that, whether it's your central hub, your biggest platform or whatever, put that down in the comments and let's follow each other so we can be a supportive Petfluencer group together. And I am curious what central hub, I know I keep calling that, but what social platform that you chose to be your central hub. So I will see you all in the next video.